Very good morning to one and all. Dignitaries, invited guests, delegates, faculty members, and dear students. We welcome you all in our second International Symposium on Emerging Trends in Synthesis and Catalysis 2023, which is being organized by Department of Chemistry, Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, Amity University, Noida, Uttar Pradesh. AIAS was established under the aegis of Amity University of Uttar Pradesh with a vision to be a center of excellence for physical, chemical, mathematical, and statistical sciences. Department of Chemistry is organizing this symposium with the prime objective to bring together eminent scientists, researchers, academicians to discuss the emerging trends in synthesis and catalysis. The symposium has been centered on research areas which include green synthesis, catalysis, upcoming trends in polymer synthesis, drug designing, and many more. We are honored to have with us our guest of honor, Mr. Varun Singh Punia sir, Department of Chemical and Petrochemical Deputy Industrial Advisor, Government of India. Dr. Mukul Das sir, Director, Srirao Institute of Industrial Research, Delhi. Dr. W. Silvamurthy, President, Active. And we are delighted to have with us also online, maybe joining in few minutes, our founder president, sir, and the chief patron of the symposium, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, sir, and our honorable vice chancellor, ma'am, also may join very soon, and also co-patrons for this symposium, Professor Balvinder Shukla, ma'am. Now, to make an auspicious beginning, let us start this evening by lighting the lamp while singing Saraswati Vandana, invoking the Almighty. I request all the dignitaries on the dais to keep the seat towards lighting the lamp.
ये माइक की आवाज नहीं आ रही, पोडियम माइक की आवाज बढ़ा। अब देखना, अब देखो।
Skip masa mula waik
Goddess Saraswati is a symbol of knowledge, music, art, wisdom, and nature. May the divine power bless us all. We highly appreciate the beautiful note of Miss Roshni and Miss Nancy for singing this Saraswati Vandana. I would like to request Dr. Sindhu Mukita and Professor Sunita Ma'am to give something for guest of honor, Mr. Varun Singh. May I now request Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am and Silva Mukita to present something for our guest, Dr. Mukul Das sir. Now, I would like to request Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am to give something to Dr. Silva Mukita. May I now request Professor Sunita Ma'am to present something to our Professor Sunita Ratan. Now, to begin with, I'd like to first introduce Professor Sunita Ratan, who is Dean, Faculty of Science and Technology, Director, Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, Amity University, Noida. She has a rich experience of more than 25 years in academics and research. She has published more than 75 research papers in reputed international journals and has filed 15 patents, out of many of which has been granted. Professor Ratan has supervised many students for their PhD. In addition, she is serving as Secretary Asian Polymer Association, Society for Biomaterials and Artificial Organs, Delhi. Further, she is a Fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, London. Now, I would like to request Professor Sunita Ratan to welcome the dignitaries and give the introduction about the symposium. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you, Monica. Honorable Founder President Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, respected Vice Chancellor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, who would be joining us online. Our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Mukul Das Gupta, Director, Shriram Institute of Industrial Research, and Mr. Varun Singh Punia, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Deputy Industrial Advisor, Government of India, Dr. Selvamurthy, President, Amity Science and Technology Innovation Foundation, and all the directors, HOIs, HODs of various institutions, distinguished speakers, members of the organizing team, faculty members, and most importantly, our student delegates. On behalf of the organizing committee, I extend a warm welcome to you all to the second International Symposium on Emerging Trends in Synthesis and Catalysis, organized by Department of Chemistry, AIAS AEC. When we say chemical synthesis, for a very layman, chemical synthesis is the process of creating new molecules from simpler starting materials. Over the past few decades, there have been many advances in this field that have enabled chemists to synthesize increasingly complex and sophisticated molecules. The long-term goal of the chemical synthesis is to develop the ability to create all the substances that are possible under the limits of natural laws, not just those that occur in nature. Chemists create new substances with the aim that their properties will be scientifically important or useful for practical purposes. Therefore, synthesis and catalysis have broad implications for a range of industries, including pharmaceuticals, materials, energy, and many, many more. In recent years, significant progress has been made in this field with new methods, techniques, and materials being developed that are revolutionizing the way we think about synthesis and catalysis. Some of the latest developments where we say are pH functionalization, which is a powerful technique for selectively modifying carbon hydrogen bonds, which offers several advantages over traditional synthetic methods, including reducing the number of steps required to synthesize a target molecule, minimizing the waste, and so on. Then comes flow chemistry, which is a technique for conducting chemical reactions in a continuous flow rather than a batch reactor. Again, this approach offers several advantages over batch synthesis methods like improved reaction control, higher selectivity, and faster reaction time. Then comes photocatalysis, which is where we use light energy to initiate and drive chemical reaction. One of the key advantages of catalysis is its ability to facilitate chemical reactions under mild conditions. And then the whole world is talking about sustainable synthesis, which is an approach to chemical synthesis that aims to minimize the environmental impact of chemical reactions and processes, which involves design and optimization of chemical reactions and processes that minimize waste, energy consumption, and use of hazardous materials. Atom economy, green solvents, etc., are the examples of sustainable synthesis. But recently, the inclusion of artificial intelligence and machine learning in synthesis and catalysis has made this field more fascinating for the chemists involved in synthetic chemistry. Machine learning is increasingly being used in chemical synthesis to enable the design and optimization of new chemical reactions in molecules. The approach involves training machine learning models on large data sets of chemical reactions and molecular properties, which can then be used to predict the outcome of the new reaction without wasting loads and loads of expensive chemicals. Similarly, artificial intelligence is being used to design new catalysis, which improves properties and selectivity. So all these recent advances in synthesis and catalysis have the potential to enable the development of new and more efficient chemical processes with broad implications for many areas of science and technology. The two-day symposium aims to discuss and showcase these exciting developments and expose the young scientists to the new developments, insights in synthesis and catalysis. We have an impressive technical program, including keynote and invited talks, oral and poster presentations that cover a wide range of topics from design and synthesis of new catalysts to the development of sustainable and green synthetic methodology. It is a very wise saying. They say many ideas grow better when transplanted into another mind than in the one where they sprung up. I'm sure that this symposium would lead to the germination of new innovations in synthesis and catalysis in young minds based on the ideas of the experienced mind. I take this opportunity to extend our heartiest and profound thanks to our research founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, for his enormous encouragement, support, and guidance in all such endeavors. We are also grateful to Honorable Chancellor, Mr. Atul Chauhan, for providing us the best of infrastructure so that the organization of these events become a cakewalk for all of them. We are deeply grateful to Dr. Valendra Shukla, Honorable Vice Chancellor, whose unflinching support has always been the driving force for such events. We are immensely thankful to Dr. W. Sarvamurthy, sir, who always extends unconditional support for science and research activities. His presence, in spite of his busy schedule, motivates us to do our best and tells us about his passion for these type of activities. We would like to express our deep heartfelt thanks to our respected guest of honor, Dr. Mukul Das, Director, Shriram Institute of Industrial Research, who has always been a driving force, and we are very thankful to him that he is providing internship to our students, PhDs are being guided, and it is a fruitful collaboration we are having with Shriram in the Institute of Industrial Research just because of him. I'm immensely thankful to Mr. Varun Singh Punia, Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, Deputy Industrial Advisor, Government of India, for gracing this occasion with his presence. I know he's very, very busy. Still, he could give us time. Thank you so much, sir. We extend a hearty welcome to all speakers and are grateful to them for sharing their important work with us. I convey my thanks to all the distinguished participants of the symposium. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues under the supervision of Dr. Christine Jesilan, HOD Chemistry, and Dr. Anita Gupta, Organizing Secretary, who performed their assigned duties with full interest and dedication. I'm sure that these 2 days will be very enriching for those who are present here. It is rightly said that it is not enough to take steps which may lead to a goal. Each step must be self a goal. So let EPSC 2023 turn out to be a forum where new ideas of chemical synthesis are conceived and lead to small innovations that benefit society and the environment. I wish this symposium a great success. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for giving us an insightful introduction on our team. It's always been a pleasure to hear from you. Now, there is a slight change in our program schedule as our guest of honor, Mr. Varun Punya Singh sir, has to leave early. May I take the permission from Dr. Murthy sir to proceed with this modification? It is our great pleasure to now introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Varun Singh Punya sir, who has graciously accepted invitation to join us today. Mr. Punya sir is currently serving in Department of Chemicals and Petrochemicals as a Deputy Industrial Advisor from India. He received his post-graduation degree in chemistry from University of Rajasthan and was awarded the gold medal. Mr. Punya is very active in his field of work and creates a positive impact. His speech on plastics, wonderful or harmful materials, has created a huge impression in social media platforms. May I now invite on stage our guest of honor, Mr. Varun Singh Punya sir, to address the August staff.
Thank you, ma'am, for this generous introduction. This, I'm very honored person, and thank you for inviting me on this. Dr. Selvam sir, Dr. Baljinder, and all the present dignitaries on the UP board, the online speakers, students, and my colleague, Professor Chinmay Adara is also there. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great opportunity to address you on this occasion. This is the third second international symposium on the emerging trends in synthesis and catalysis. I am also a part-time student of IIT Delhi. I am doing my PhD work on the biorenewables. So it's a great honor to address you all because all you are the students, research scholars, MSc students, and as I aware that this is the time you are making most of your time for the research activities. So thank you very much to come here and to uh, see the emerging trends in our synthesis and catalysis. It's my great pleasure to address you all on this momentous occasion, the International Symposium on Emerging Trends in Synthesis and Catalysis. This event brings together experts and scholars from all over the world to discuss the latest advancement in the field of synthesis and catalysis. As a student, you are the future of this field. I urge you to take advantage of this opportunity to expand your knowledge. The theme is very important, and this topic is critically important to today's world. The field of synthesis and catalysis is the forefront of the research in areas such as energy, medicine, environment sustainability, and as you know, environment sustainability is the buzzword right now. And if you are not producing the chemicals which are not environmentally sustainable, you will not able to generate the economy. The development and innovation that emerge from this field has the potential to change the world we live in, and as a student, we have to power to be part of that field. As we know, the world is facing many challenges, such as climate change, energy security, and the need for sustainability. And the solution of these problems will be the synthesis and catalysis. This will create a wider role to providing all these solutions. So we need to bring together researchers, scientists, students, and the policy makers all around India. This symposium is a platform for sharing ideas, discussing new technology, and collaboration of innovative solutions of people. As a student, you are the future of the field, and your contribution is essential to the continuous progress and the success of the industry. So we need to apply our research with the need of the industry so that we can explore many more areas to to provide the solution to the industry in order to have the sustainable environment. Gain a deeper understanding of the latest advancement in the synthesis and catalysis. This symposium may be a platform for this, and you have the opportunity to listen to the presentation by the expert in the field, engage in the discussion and ask questions. By gaining a deeper understanding of the latest advancement, you will be better equipped to pursue a career in this field and to contribute to ongoing research projects. As you see, the global catalyst market size will be expanding by the huge margin, and it has the CAGR of around 5% during the next 5 years. And it has many applications in the main field of the petrochemicals. As I am seeing the petrochemical industry, the application of the synthesis and catalysis is very important. And when we doing research in these areas, the catalysis is the vital area of the research that contributes more than 35% of the world's gross domestic product. It shows that our economy is dependent on the synthesis and catalysis. Catalysis plays a critical role in many industries, including energy, chemicals, pharmaceutical, and materials. The field of the synthesis and catalysis is rapidly evolving, with new research and discoveries being made. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry has been awarded to the scientists who made significant contribution to the field of the synthesis and catalysis. It shows that it has
ये मेरे हिसाब से चलन ये नहीं चलन
in synthesis and catalysis where we can contribute to the society as well. Connect with the professionals and peers around the world will create a good impact, and this is an opportunity for you to connect with the individuals who share the passion for the synthesis and catalysis, expand your network, and form new professional relationships. You will never know who may meet and what opportunity may arise from these connections. Because I meet with the Mukul Das and Selvam Murthy sir. It's an honor for me because they are the living legend in this field. So as we see, the field of the synthesis and catalysis is diverse with application in areas such as pharmaceutical, energy, material science. Learning about the interdisciplinary research. Now the research is not work in the silos. So we need to our research should be oriented interdisciplinary. So this field is the requirement of these physics, chemistry, physics, material science, engineering, and among others. Attending this symposium will give you the opportunity to learn about interdisciplinary research and how different fields collaborate to solve complex problems. The symposium is gathering one of the brightest minds in the field of the synthesis and catalysis, hearing about their work, their successes, their challenges can be incredibly inspiring. You may come away from the symposium feeling more motivated than ever to pursue your dreams and make a positive impact in the world. You need to develop your critical thinking and problem solving skills for the industry. Because whatever you research in your field, it will require the application in the industry. Otherwise, your research will not be justified. As you listen to the presentation and engage in discussion, you will be exposed to new ideas and share the tools. This will challenge you to think critically, analyze information, and develop your problem solving. These skills will be invaluable to you as you pursue your career in the field or any other field. This symposium represents an opportunity for you to expand your knowledge, develop new skills, connect with the professionals. The field of the synthesis is critical for all the industries, so you need to develop your interest in this area. As you see, there is a buzzword in the industry that is sustainable and green. With the increasing global concern for the environment, researchers are focusing on the developing new catalytic methods, synthesis strategies that are more sustainable, environment friendly, and energy efficient. Novel catalysts need to be developed such as that can facilitate carbon hydrogen bond activation, asymmetric synthesis, photochemical reactions. The machine learning and artificial intelligence, which is mentioned by ma'am, the use of these technology in the catalysis is rapidly growing area of the research. Researchers are using these technologies to design new catalysts, predict reaction outcomes, and optimize reaction conditions in the artificial machine learning process. And after that, they are doing the practical. So this will also optimize your catalysis conversion of carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas. We need to capture the carbon dioxide in order to have a sustainable environment. Mechanistic studies, researchers are performing in-depth mechanistic studies to gain a deeper understanding of catalytic reactions. This is my area of the research also. This knowledge can be lead to development of more efficient catalysis and synthetic strategies. In the conclusion, I would say that attending these kinds advancement in the field connect with the peers from around the world, discover new career opportunities, learn from interdisciplinary research, be inspired, develop your critical thinking and problem solving skills. I urge you to take full advantage of this opportunity and make the most of your time at the symposium. Thank you for your kind and attention, and we wish you all the best for the symposium. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the inspirational talk. May I now request Professor V.P. Jain, sir, to please join the dignitaries on the dais. May I now request Professor V.K. Jain, sir, to please join the dignitaries on the dais. May I now request Professor Sunita Ratnam to present the sapling to Professor V.K. Jain, sir.
May I request Singh Punia, sir? Release the abstract book prepared for this symposium. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. As a token of our appreciation and gratitude, we would like to present a memento to our guest of honor, Mr. Varun Singh Punia, sir, who is Deputy Industrial Advisor, Government of India. May I request Dr. Selva Murthy, sir, and Professor Sunita Ratan, ma'am, to present the memento to Mr. Punia, sir.
Sorry, sir, I have to leave.
Thank you, sir.
I will
Thank you, ma'am.
If I have time, I will come. No problem. Thank you. Thank you for the. Thank you, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you very much.
It gives me great privilege and honor to introduce Dr. Mukul Das, Director, Sri Ram Institute for Industrial Research, Delhi. He did his BSc from Lucknow Christian College and MSc in Biochemistry from Lucknow University. Subsequently, he joined Indian Institute of Toxicology Research, Lucknow, as CSIR Merit Research Fellow for his PhD degree. He has published more than 300 research papers and has supervised many students. He has H-index of 57, and his work has received more than 10,000 citations. Several awards have been conferred upon him. He is the fellow of many reputed national and international society. Sir, we are grateful to you for accepting our invitation in such a short notice and taking time out to be here for the symposium. May I now invite Dr. Mukul Das, sir, to deliver the inaugural address of the symposium.
Thank you very much for the nice introduction. And it's indeed a great pleasure for me to be here and interacting with the scientists, the students, the dignitaries, and all the participants of this particular conference. So Professor Sunita Ratan, Dr. Selvamurthy, Dr. Varun Singh Punia, who has just left us because of his busy schedule, Professor Balwinder Shukla ji, Professor V.K. Jain ji, Dr. Ashok Kumar Chauhan, faculty members of MIT University, and my dear students and the participants of this very conference. So a very good morning to all of you. I'm thankful to Professor Sunita Ratan, Dean Faculty of Science and Technology, MIT University, for inviting me to deliver the inaugural address. And it's indeed a great pleasure that MIT Institute of Applied Sciences is organizing a 2-day international symposia on emerging trends in synthesis and catalysis during the coming 2 days, that is today and tomorrow. I have personally gone through the contents and the brochure of the conference and found that many areas, including green synthesis, drug design, polymer synthesis, computational tools for facilitating synthesis process, shall be discussed during the course of this particular conference. And I congratulate the entire team of MIT University for preparing such a wonderful course program, which is very well relevant to directly or indirectly to the society. Coming to chemistry, I would say that chemistry is one of the fundamental sciences which is integrated in all basic sciences of the courses, I would say. May it be biology, may it be physics, may it be botany, may it be zoology. So integration of all the subjects with chemistry is very much there. And I think basically this is the hardcore subject which has got integration in all spheres of life. So therefore, I would like to say that how this particular, chemical processes or chemical reactions, they are of industrial use, the use of chemistry in industrialization, and how it can be formed as the subject where application is there for industries, and if how we can use it for industrial processes where we can see or we can solve the problems of the industries which are facing in day-to-day affairs. And I would say that in this kind of scenario, there is one more emerging science which appears, and that is what is the nanoscience or nanotechnology. Is one of the specific areas that shows promising applications by creating new materials with new properties and attributes that their non-nano counterpart lacks. And these properties, such as greater catalytic efficiency, increase electrical conductivity, and improve hardness and strength, are the result of the nanomaterials, which has got larger surface area per unit of volume and quantum effects that occur at the nanometer scale. I will try to give some examples for it. We can take the example of aluminum oxide. And if the non-nanotized aluminum oxide is taken, it's a kind of an inert material. But as soon as it is nanotized, it is used in rocket propulsion. Similarly, in the case of homeopathy medicine, it was not known initially that why the efficiency of homeopathic medicine increases when it is getting diluted. Now, you see, in the preparation of homeopathic medicine, they not only dilute the medicine, but also give some strokes to the medicine. Now, what these strokes, and these are very calculated and very affirmative strokes which are given. And mind you, that these strokes, apart from dilution, give rise to the substances related to nanoparticles, which has got more efficacy than the undiluted components. Initially, before the nanoscience, it was not understood that why this potency is getting increased when there is more of dilution. But with the involvement of nanoscience, we can now understand that why these homeopathic medicines, especially in the diluted form, are more effective. That is because of the presence of nanomaterials. So nanoparticles possess numerous potential benefits to the society and have a wide variety of applications such as fuel additives, sports equipments, semiconductors, household articles, and in remediation of soil and groundwater. Now, these nanoparticles are being used extensively in the field of medicine, where they are designed to have application in diagnostic and therapeutic purposes, such as site-specific drug targeting, nanoparticles-based molecular imaging, nanosensors, etc. And because of these nanoparticles, they are termed as medicinal nanoparticles. Coming to green chemistry, which is also called the sustainable chemistry, which is an area that focuses on design of products and process that minimizes or eliminate the use of hazardous substances. Now, the overreaching goals of the green chemistry are more resource, efficient and inherently safer design of molecules, materials, products, and processes that can be pursued in wide range of contexts. Green chemistry is one area which embraces the new ideas, the new concepts, the new materials, the new transformations, the new products, the new processes that create the sustainable society. And therefore, we have to design the safer chemicals in the chemical reaction so that the toxicity and the environmental impact may be minimized. The solvents what we use should be minimized in such a way that we should have an alternate to have the replacement of solvents. The design for the energy efficiency. Now in this, we have to choose the least energy demanding chemical route where the ambient temperature and the pressure should be optimal. I can give you some of the basic example. Many of you might have heard the green hydrogen. Now, green hydrogen can be produced by the reaction where water can be splitted into hydrogen and oxygen. That's a very simple process. But how it can be done? It can be done with the help of electricity. Now, if you are using the electricity from the house or from the anywhere else, it will not be called as a green hydrogen. If you are using the electricity generated from the light or from the wind energy or from the other source of energy, which is a natural source, then that hydrogen will be called as a green hydrogen. So we have to see the mechanism or adopt the aspects where we can see that green hydrogen can be produced, which can be utilized in many spheres of life. Similarly, there are waste energy. The energy wastage is there, like many of the plants where water is oozing from the geothermal energy. So what is happening? That water is going waste. We should try to think that how that energy can be utilized in the best possible manner for the use of humankind. So these are some of the things which should be looked into. Then the catalyst. I'm very happy to see that a lot of discussions will be there in the catalyst, where we should try to see that it should enhance the reaction in several folds, not simply because of the stoichiometric processes. Then comes the design and degradation, where we have to see that all the degraded products of the reaction should be such that they should not cause any harm to the human population. And then finally, the safer chemistry for accident production. We have to ensure that the chemical procedure, the substances what we use, should have minimum potential for accidents, explosions, or having fire. I'm sure that these aspects shall be discussed in detail in this particular conference to enrich the knowledge of the participants that will eventually help the society at large. With this, I wish you all the very best for the interactive conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure that your words would have created an impact to the researchers and enlighten us with great knowledge. Thank you, sir, for such a useful and informative talk.
Now, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce Dr. Selvamurthy sir, who is President, Amity Science, Technology and Innovation Foundation, Director General for Amity Directorate of Science and Innovation, Chancellor, Amity University, Chhattisgarh. Dr. Selvamurthy sir is promoting and coordinating research and innovation in all Amity institutions. Prior to joining Amity, Dr. Selvamurthy has served Defense Research and Development Organization, Government of India, for more than 40 years. He is presently member of the Scientific Advisory Committee to Cabinet, Government of India. He is the chairman of Technology Commercialization Committee of ICMR. He is chairman of Inter-Ministerial National Steering Committee of DST on Scientific Social Responsibility and also the chairman of Assessment Committee set by Ministry of Ayush for accreditation of yoga institutes. He has published more than 250 research articles in reputed international journals and has written 18 books. Now, I invite Dr. Selvamurthy sir to share his thoughts.
Good morning, louder. That is MT and spirit. Very nice. Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan ji, the Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Balvinder Shukla ji, and also our distinguished guests here, Dr. Mukul Das and Punya, Mr. Punya, who just left, and all the invited speakers, guests, my dear faculties, above all, my dear students. Today, this particular second edition of this conference on synthesis and catalysis is very, very important. It's being organized at a time when India is having the presidency of G20 nations. And also we are now entering into Amrit Kaal, the next 25 years, a very important period for all of us, particularly students. You are going to see that exponential growth of India. So Amrit Kaal, we are entering into Amrit Kaal, having celebrated the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of glorious independence. So that is why this conference is important. Why? Can students say, how many of you want to live in a developed India? Raise your hand. Developed India. Yes, all of us want to live in a developed India. Now I would ask, how would you designate a country as a developed India, developed nation? Anybody, students raise? What is the parameter by which you would designate a country as a developed country? Anybody? Come on, my dear students. Developed India, we keep talking about developed nation, US is a developed nation. So how many of, what is that parameter by which one would designate a nation as a developed nation? Come on, guess. I'll start with this girl. Absolutely. She said a very strong economy and a strong research and development. Very good. Clap, clap. What's your name? Very nice. Now the backbench. Backbench. Yeah. Any one of you. Just get up. She said two things. One is the economic power. The second is science and technology power. Very important. Next. Anybody? Infrastructure. Yeah, wonderful infrastructure. Road, airports, ports. Very good. Very important. Let's clap for him. Very nice. Somebody raise hands there. Yes. Education and health. Very important. Quality education. Knowledge hub. Very good. Now, a country to be designated, it should have economic power. Our country is now 5th world largest economy today. Do you know? And anybody who knows the strength, the present GDP of our country? Guess. $3 trillion, 2.8, about $3 trillion is our GDP size. And it is growing at the rate of about 7%, 6.57%. And our foreign exchange reserves is $600 billion is our reserve, foreign exchange reserve, FDI flowing in. So your country, youngsters, our country is becoming a developed nation, economic power. And we want to reach $5 trillion economy. $5 trillion economy in a couple of years, we want to reach that. Every year we will add $1 trillion economy to our economy, the size of the economy. That is the power of economic power of your country. We are going to become number 3rd in the world in economic power. So very important. So you said economic power, India is a strong economic power. India is a knowledge power. She said also the S&T, science, technology, research, development, innovation. Your country is becoming a hub of innovation. We are in the scientific merit list. We are 3rd in the world in publication. 7th in Nature Index, which indicates the quality of the publication. And also our innovation, IPR, we are number 9th in patent. Global Innovation Index, we have just pole vaulted from 81th position to 40th position, moving towards 25th very soon. So this is our strength in science, technology, innovation power. Knowledge power, we have 1,100 universities, 60,000 colleges, many the schools, lakhs of schools. So we are churning out millions of knowledge workers like all of you, not only to our country, but to the globe. So India is a knowledge power. We generate new knowledge. We secure the knowledge by IPR. We disseminate the knowledge through education and publications. And also we apply the knowledge for wealth generation. So your country, our country is becoming in Amrit Kal. Very soon we will reach the status of developed India, for which chemistry is going to play a very important role. Anybody who knows where we stand in chemistry in the world? India stands, anyone? Chemical industries, chemistry. We are in 3rd position. The first comes China in terms of large number of the chemical industries. The chemistry, the US comes in terms of the knowledge strength, and then India. So in industry, we are in fact number 2, next to China, the number of chemical industries. So that is why this conference is important. We have the wherewithal. We have the scientists. We have the scientists sitting over here. We have the infrastructure. We have the ecosystem. Now the new policy, STIP, that is Science, Technology, Innovation Policy 2020, National Education Policy 2020. So all this spearheading chemistry to be propelled as one of the strong forte of our research and development. More chemical industries to come, more startups to come in these areas. So there is an ample opportunity for children like you to emerge as startups, as an entrepreneur in chemical industry. But when you do that, the synthesis and catalysis is going to play a very important role. Synthesis. See, it takes a long time, like a drug discovery. It takes 15 to 20 years to put after validation, clinical trials, and then you get into marketing, post-marketing surveillance. So a drug takes such a long time. Similarly, a new material takes similar time. Right from the new material to be synthesized, first is then characterized, then purified, structure analyzed, certified, then put it into market. It takes 10 to 15 years. But then now, with all these tools which was mentioned by Dr. Mukul Das ji and also Dr. Punia, that we can reduce the time cycle from conceptualizing a new material to synthesize, manufacture, and put it into the market. So the life cycle, mind to market, lab to land, for chemistry, for the products can also be reduced. And that's where the artificial intelligence, machine learning, in silico modeling, all that will come in a big hand. And our founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, has put a lot of emphasis. He himself is a chemistry person. I want to tell you, he did his master's in chemistry from Meerut University and then went to Germany, did chemical engineering there. So he belongs to this field. Your founder president belongs to chemistry and chemical engineering. He studied there and then he became an entrepreneur, 28 years in Germany, and bought many polymer technology industries, chemistry, polymer technology. Then he owned many industries in Germany, and your founder, President Dr. Chauhan, became the largest investor, non-European investor in Germany when the reunion took place between East and West Germany. So why I'm telling is, if you are in the chemistry, because all of you are in chemistry, you have an opportunity like your founder who is also a chemistry person, to shine, to become successful in this. And we are also very happy to see distinguished speakers participating in the next sessions from IITs, then Delhi University, Delhi Technological University, BITS Pilani, and also Shiv Nadar, DRDO from CFIs, DRDO Laboratories, and University of Poland, and many more. So all the participants, we welcome you who have joined online and who are present over here. You are going to have an intellectually enriching experience for next couple of days. And the next message I want to give, I must compliment Dr. Sunita Ratan, who is sitting here. She's a very silent worker. Some people, they do little and then speak so much, but she does so much, doesn't speak much. Such a wonderful achiever. Let's give a big clap to Dr. Sunita Ratan. And she is heading the dean of the whole applied sciences. We have physics, chemistry, mathematics. Chemistry is very important with all the faculties over here. Sangeeta Tiwari, and also we have so many very other distinguished people who are here. And also the Sangeeta Tiwari is another person, then Christine, and Seema Garg, and many, many more, like Anita Gupta. All these people, they are doing a great job. Let's clap for students. Let's clap for these brilliant faculties who are doing a great job. Now, finally, the message would be that we are committed to sustainable development goals, which United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals, in which India is committed to implement immediately 12 of them. And in this, the green chemistry, clean chemistry, is a very important area, which is relevant today. So whenever you are making a process, whenever you are making a new material, you have to see what impact it would have on the environment, on the people, on the biosphere. And that is why it is very important to look at green chemistry, clean chemistry, which is very, very important. The next thing is Amity Group. I should say a few words to all the people who have joined online, offline. Amity Group today, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, with the dynamic leadership, young leadership of Dr. Atul Chauhan, the Chancellor, Dr. Asim Chauhan, another Chancellor, and Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan looking after the school. It has emerged as a big global brand in education, research, innovation today in the whole world. Because now today it's Amity Universe, not just university. We have 12 universities in India. 13th one is in Bangalore, which is going to be operationalized this year, July. And then next year, 24, we will have in the Telangana, in Hyderabad. So it is growing. It is growing so fast, 12 universities today. And also 18 campuses abroad, like we have in Dubai, Mauritius, Singapore, London, Romania, USA, 2 campuses. We have a very big 175 acres, St. John's University, founder president bought out. And then now he is developing that as the Amity Global Research Hub. Dasan, Mukul Dasan, we want to connect with you and all the people who have joined online. Then this Amity Global Research Hub is to synergize all our efforts. If it is chemistry, green chemistry is one area we can develop as a vertical over there. So this is a very big opportunity, Amity Global Research Hub in the Long Islands of New York. And next month, we are going to have a very important conference, 11th and 12th. I invite some of these experts here to join us as well. We have filed 1,900 patents. This young organization, which is only just 18 years young, we became university in 2005. So within this 18 years, 1,900 patents, and many of them are getting now granted, more than about 250 granted, and also many of them getting translated into product technology processes, reaching out to the people through industry. So this is another important thing, that we don't stop with 40,000 research publications in journals of repute, like Royal Society of Chemistry journals. We have a lot of fellows from Amity faculties who are fellows of Royal Society of Chemistry. And so this great institution, we have publications, patents, and technology transfer to the industry as the final products. So this is what Amity is today. And founder president, Dr. Chauhan, has always put a goal. Our research here should culminate either in development of a new technology product, adding wealth to the nation, the $5 trillion economy, or wealth to the investigator or innovator, and also solving a problem of the society. So this is what is the culmination of our research efforts, and I'm sure all of us are tuned to that. Now, let us unite together. The three missions which I'm very fond of, which Dr. Chauhan has given, mission connect, we have to connect. We are islands of excellence. Why? How do we become continent of excellence? Unite by uniting, connecting together, mission connect. The other important mission is mission synergy. This connect should lead to synergy, synergizing your partner's effort as well as your efforts, your growth. So this is synergy, then mission outcome. If we have organized this meeting today, Sunita Ratan and the whole Applied Sciences Institute in Amity, there must be a sustainable outcome with all the speakers who are coming from Ministry of Petroleum and Sriram Industrial Institute of Industrial Research. The director himself is here, who is a great achiever. We have an MOU with him, and a lot of PhD scholars are doing. We want to have more PhD scholars, more collaboration, more internship. Our students are going to your institute for internship. We want to expand, deepen our relationship with you. So one message is, we want to connect with you. We want to synergize your efforts, and we want to have a sustainable outcome. Finally, the message, founder president messages, and Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, always say scientific social responsibility. I was introduced that I am the chairman of the National Committee to formulate the national policy for SSR, like CSR, corporate social responsibility. We have made a policy which was released last year in the month of May, Technology Day, 11th May 2022. Now we have to implement. So scientific social responsibility. Whatever we do here, it should benefit the society. Connect science with society. With that message, I welcome each and every one of you for this very important meeting. And let's compliment all the people connected with this, particularly Dr. Sunita Ratan and the whole team. Let's clap for the whole team. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging and motivational words. Now, it is our great honor that we may now introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ma'am, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla, Ma'am. She is a person who wears many hats. Not only is she an academician as a professor of entrepreneurship, leadership, and IT, she has great interest in every field of research and is an excellent administrator. She has a vast number of years of experience of teaching and administration and has many research publications to her credit. She is strategist, institution builder, and research and inspirational leader, along with being an avid researcher, teacher, trainer, and business leader. She has received many honors and awards and has contributed a lot towards making Amity what it is today. She has been the motivation and guide behind organizing this symposium. We are so glad, ma'am, that you could have joined us online, and we are now invite you to address the session.
Thank you very much. A very esteemed guest of honor, Dr. Mukul Das ji, Director of Sriram Institute of Industrial Research. Our guest of honor, Mr. Varun Singh ji, Punya, Department of Chemical and Petrochemicals, and the Deputy Industrial Advisor to Government of India. My esteemed colleagues, Dr. Silva Murthy, Dr. Sunita Ratan, distinguished guests. I can see that Dr. Ajit Verma and Nagpal ji are also there. It's wonderful to see you there. And all my colleagues, distinguished speakers, participants, and future researchers and scientists, students. First of all, I, on behalf of Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, and all my deans, head of institution, faculty members, extend a very warm welcome to this second International Symposium on Emerging Trends in Synthesis and Catalysis, being organized by MIT Institute of Applied Sciences. The theme chosen by the organizing team is very apt. When we are the one side, India is having the presidency of G20, and the other side that our Honorable Prime Minister has vision during the Amrit Kal, the next 25 years, India become the fully developed nation, and through the economic development, education, research, and Dr. Salvamurthy has already given the roadmap about the Amity University, the Amity Education Group, under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chancellor, is envisioning and contributing to the nation building through education, research, and social responsibility and beyond. And Honorable Founder President always has believed that the youth is the most important pillar of nation building, and therefore providing the right kind of education, matching with the career aspirations of the students, and providing the opportunities for the professional development, skill development. And when we were looking at the NEP 2020, and where the NEP has given a lot of opportunities in terms of multidisciplinary education, and also the industry connect and international connect, where the students can have their choices as per their aspiration to either be connected with the industry, and along with that having the global exposure. Because today when the talent is being developed, it's not being developed for a particular sector or particular region. The talent is being developed for the global requirement. Maybe that having the industry 5.0 and the emerging technologies, a product developed in one part of the world can be exported or imported, to anywhere in the world. So how do you really provide that quality of products, quality of services is extremely important. Our Honorable Prime Minister's vision is that how do we make, that make in India and made in India. So therefore, this symposium plays very important role, that how do we learn that what are the emerging trends in the synthesis and catalysis. So whether you look at the pharma sector, whether you look at the chemical sector or the petrochemical sectors, or any other sectors, this plays very important role. How do we really develop that capability and capacity? Though as India we are at the number 2 when it comes to the chemicals and all, but how we can really have that the capability and the capacity that we become the number 1, and we not only export the products from India, but we be the, when it comes to the quality, we be the number 1. And therefore education, as per NEP 2020, which will give a lot of pathways to the students to choose from, whether the student can exit after 3 years from the 4-year degree and join the employment in the industry, or the students continue to the 4th year and take either the path of the honors path or take the research path. And if the students are taking the 4th year as the research path, that has so many opportunities that directly you can get into the 1 year the master's program, or you can get into the integrated doctoral program and pursue your research interest to explore. And this is the chemical field when we look at, and with the application of the technologies and especially the disruptive technologies, I think this is the golden era that way you can really come with the new solutions, new products as per the national priorities and the societal needs. And so Amity University has always focused that how do we really look at the societal needs through our research and innovation, and a number of technologies which have been developed in the field of science and the biosciences and chemicals have been transferred to the industries. And I'm very thankful to, especially to Dr. Mukul Dasji, that Amity University and Shri Ram Institute of Industrial Research enjoys a very good relationship and working together. I remember a number of my researchers and the faculty have worked in your institution. We have been the, especially the funded projects, where the they had to be the commercialization of the research. And I think, as Dr. Lamurthy was saying, this is the as per the vision of Honorable Founder, this is the time for not only for connect, developing the connect, but building the synergies for mutually beneficial outcome, focusing on the societal needs and the national priorities. And I think there's a lot of avenues are there where Amity and Shri Ram Institute of Industrial Research can further explore the areas of collaboration and we can work together, and so that we can work on the bigger missions than the what all we have worked so far. And so therefore the leveraging on the each other's strength and working together for the bigger goals. So I'm not able to, I'm not in the campus because I was a COVID infected. So only yesterday I got my test report that now it's the I'm the COVID negative. So maybe the tomorrow or day after I will be back in the campus. But I once again I extend very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests on Amity campus. And this is our honorable founder president always says that whoever has come to Amity is the great well-wisher of Amity and has become the Amitian. And so once Amitian, forever Amitian, and let's together work for the bigger goals aligned with the national priorities and the societal needs, and contribute to the vision of our honorable Prime Minister to make India a fully developed nation through education, research, and beyond during the Amrit Kal. So thank you so very much, and I extend very warm welcome to all of you at Amity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would like to tell the audience that ma'am is not well. She's very weak, but still we are so happy to hear that now she's COVID negative. And we are very, very thankful to her. Even in spite of her ill health, she has come and blessed us all. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your blessings. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Ajit Nagpal sir also has joined us online. Your presence is a great motivation for all of us, sir.
As a token of our appreciation and gratitude, we would like now to present a memento to our esteemed guests. I request Dr. Selva Murthy sir and Professor Sunita ma'am to please present memento to our guest, Dr. Mukul Das. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor ma'am will surely also extend her gratitude for your presence, sir.
मेरा फेस फिर डिसअपीयर हो गया, क्या हो गया?
Now, may I request Professor Sunita Ratan ma'am to please present memento to Dr. Selva Murthy sir.
मेरी फोटो तो आ नहीं रही थी. But this is, all right, okay, thank you.
Now, may I request Professor O.P. Sinha, sir, to please present memento to V.K. Jain, sir. Okay. May I now request Professor Sunita, ma'am, to please present memento to Professor V.K. Jain. May I now request Professor Christine, ma'am, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Pratibha ma'am. An exciting beginning to a two-day event, which we have been waiting and looking forward to. As we come to the end of the inaugural session, we look forward to the remaining 2 days of learning, exchange of ideas, and widening our horizons. On behalf of the organizing team, we would like to express our thanks to our esteemed guests who have been here with us. Mr. Varun Punia, sir, who had to leave early, but we are grateful to him for taking time out and being here and enlightening us. Dr. Mukul Das, sir, thank you so much, sir, for taking time out from your busy schedule and for gracing this occasion with your presence. We are grateful to our Honorable Founder President, sir, for his blessings, and our Honorable Chancellor, sir, for his support and motivation. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am, Balwinder Shukla, ma'am, thank you so much for being our pillar of encouragement and support always. In spite of your limitations, you joined us online. Thank you, ma'am. We are thankful to Selvamurthy, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your vast sea of knowledge and experience. Professor V.K. Jain, sir, thank you so much for always being a support for our department and standing with us. We are grateful to all our esteemed guests, our dignitaries, invited speakers, delegates, and all who have joined us physically, as well as those who are online with us, whether they are nationally or internationally present. We are grateful to each one of you. Heartfelt thanks to Sunita Ratan, ma'am, who is our foundation and the backbone of Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, without whom this event would not have been possible. Grateful to all our HODs, faculties of AIES for being there with us. A big thanks to the core organizing committee of Chemistry Department, who have really worked hard to make this event as you see it today. Thanks to all our students also of AIS and Amity University and those who've joined us. You are the groundwork here. Thank you to Amity University for providing us with all the facilities for the arrangement, like admin, we have ASCO helping us, we have IT, and the auditorium in charges, everybody who has helped us. Nothing comes together without a team effort where everyone works together to make this event a grand success. We look forward to the next 2 days of learning and enlightenment. Thank you once again.
We would like to invite you all for high tea to C block foyer and request you to please join us the auditorium for the next technical session 1.